dun, dun, dun. It's that time again for another TFAW unboxing. So, if you're new to this channel, every month I have a unboxing video where I get my comics I pre-order from TFAW, thingsfromanotherworld.com, where I can order, shirts, nerdy apparel, pins like you see there, comics. Sometimes you can even the sketches. It's a little rare, posters, comic supply stickers, whatever. So anyways, this time I got a big package, and this is probably the biggest package I got from TFAW for a pre-order, mind you. This is how big it is. I looked at it, like, the cost was the most I've ever spent on comics at one time. Well, almost one time. There was times where I bought lots where it's like 300 comics, I've spent $100. But anyways, for pre-orders, I spent $105 I think on this, and this is about 20 comics. So, let's see what's in there already. Let's get to it. Alright. While I open this, I'll talk a little bit. One of my viewers was suggesting I do a live reaction streaming of me opening up my package just for unboxings, but believe it or not, I actually edit these videos, and the only reason I'm showing you the opening right now is because of how big it is. But I usually edit my videos, sometimes I add in stuff. I like to add in the music in the background, different stuff, so because unboxing videos, it adds a little bit more to it. To me, I think so at least. Of course, like all the packages, I get the big ones, packing peanuts. I hate these things because of the mess they leave, but I love them because they protect my comics. So, let's stop the video for a bit while I struggle to get these comics out without spilling peanuts everywhere. Yeah, that was a lot of peanuts. Yeah! Maybe I'll edit part of this out. I'm not going to check the packing slip. Not till afterwards. Okay. When they give you a lot, this is how they wrap it. They wrap it in butcher paper. It's extra secure. Okay, so this will be a little bit more of a not live reaction, but I already know a lot of things in here because I looked at the list ahead and was like, oh jeez, this is heavy. Alright. Okay. Let's start off now, okay. First up, Ultramega #1 from Skybound. I do not remember why I got this, but I remember thinking, this is a hell of a cool cover. Ooh, regular $7.99, so that means I probably paid $5 pre-order. That's another thing, if you're ever curious about why you should pre-order comics. One, it ensures that they're going to be in stock, and two, you get them cheaper. It also lets the companies like DC, Marvel, this and that, it lets them know that there's a demand for that series. Otherwise, if you're buying them after the issues come out, instead of pre-ordering them, then they have to go off sales. If you're pre-ordering before, then they know, okay, people are interested in this comic, and it helps them. All right, Ultramega okay, this feels heavy. This feels heavy. I know you're getting a lot of weird noises off me, and there's a spine to it, so this looks like this is pretty thick. So I can see why it was $8 now. By the way, 10-year anniversary Skybound comics. Started by Robert Kirkman. You might know him from Invincible, which you can watch on Amazon Prime, or The Walking Dead. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna throw up my back holding all these. Alright. Next up, Teen Titans Academy #1. Now I remember why I got this, not because it's part of DC Frontier, but because, if you remember, a while back I mentioned about Red X showing up in the comic books. And if you have watched Teen Titans, years ago, there was a character called Red X that was an alias Robin used to kind of trick Slade / Deathstroke and gain his trust, and at the same time kind of deceive his teammates that there was a new villain in town, that he was, so he got bond with Deathstroke / Slade, find out his plan and stuff. It just wound up backfiring on Robin, and his team didn't trust him, a very Batman thing. And eventually the character appeared later on in the series, and they never revealed who he was, and it wasn't Robin, and Robin was trying to find out who he was, and then they even make jokes about it in Teen Titans Go and some other things. So, be interesting to see how this turns out. I may have to check this out. Teen Titans Academy. I'm assuming this is I want to say like X-Men's, school, like they're teaching them being Teen Titans, since these all seem to be young kids and everything. This seems to be a trend because Doctor Strange also has Strange Academy. Sweet Tooth, The Return, issue 5. If you remember, Sweet Tooth was one of my favorite series that was under the Vertigo imprint, but now it's under Black Label with DC. And it had to do with a future where humans were kind of slowly becoming extinct. Yeah, it was post-apocalyptic, and you had these kind of human-animal hybrids, and no one knew where they came from or why they existed. And they were being hunted down, and you know, it's a really, really crazy story. But the main character, his name was Sweet Tooth, and he was this, there he is there. He was this like deer-like creature. So, it'd be cool. I should also mention the original Sweet Tooth run also gets incredibly dark. There is one character that is a hybrid like hyena thing, and it actually attacks and eats and kill another like boy that's like, I can't remember, like part deer or something. Like, it gets brutal. I don't know if this one is, but it's Black Label, so maybe. Alright, okay. Shadecraft #1 from Image. Yeah, I probably got it because it's Image. Who's worse on it? Henderson, Garbett, Fabella, Bolin. I don't know. I remember reading about it. I don't remember what it's about. It's a very plain cover, so actually let's look inside and see why I got this. I ordered things like 3-4 months ago, and I forget why I have them. Okay, that is something you might be wondering why I did that, but it has that very new comic smell like you get from new paper. I have a bad sense of smell, and I actually kind of smelled it this time. Like, actually, it smells good. It's a nostalgia. It brings back memories of childhood, like reading comics, you know, just sitting in bed. I know why I got it. The cover be by Jock, and he's one of my favorite artists. So that's why I got it. I still have no idea what it's about. I'm glimpsing through it. There are shadows that seem to be alive and moving around. Shadecraft. I'm assuming this may be something having to do with magic and shadows coming alive. One I'll show you from here. Yeah. Hecka creepy. Alright, what's up next? Alright, ooh. This one, yeah, this was an exclusive pre-order. Proctor Valley Road #1. This was the TFAW exclusive cover they had. And I believe this series was it by Grant Morrison? I think so. I don't remember what the series is about, but the cover looked cool, and I like to pick up exclusive covers, like if they're exclusive to a con, like WonderCon exclusive, if they're exclusive to a website, a store, whatever, you know. It gives it a limited run, you know, it creates scarcity. So I like collecting. This was TFAW stuff, and, you know, Proctor Valley, Road #1. It's probably from Image, might be some other people, I don't know, but it looks cool. Assuming it has to do with demons. But I think that was actually my expensive one. I think that was $20, which is probably what drew most of this huge stack up to 100. Okay, up next is Orcs #2, and I can't remember, is this by Eric Larson? But it has to do with fantasy and stuff. And Orcs, if you play fantasy games like World of Warcraft, or you know, you play the card game Magic the Gathering, you know what Orcs are. They're kind of like goblins, but not exactly. So I want to say, well, those kind of look like orcs. They kind of look like a combination of elves, but smaller ears. Yeah, I still need to check this out. It's from Kaboom. So Kaboom usually markets towards younger audiences. They usually have things like Adventure Time comics, Steven Universe, My Little Pony, stuff like that. You know, younger audiences. I don't want to say kids because, you know, I have some of their stuff. They even have the Rick and Morty stuff. But yeah. Okay, Nocterra #1. Okay, I know why I got this one. I don't know what the story is about, but I saw who the writer is, Scott Snyder. And if you know him, he's most notable in recent years for Batman, especially the New 52 with the Court of Owls storyline, which was probably one of the best Batman storylines. I was going to say in the past 5 years, but I realized that's 10 years ago now, when the New 52 first started. It's what drew me into reading about Batman. Like, I read Batman as a kid every so often. It's like, yeah, he's kind of cool, you know, everyone likes him, everyone sees him in cartoons, movies and stuff. Yo, Batman's badass, he kicks ass. But when you read Court of Owls, it's like, it's one of the coolest storylines ever, and Scott Snyder did such a great job with a character I kind of didn't care about, you know. So I look forward to seeing what this is about, Nocterra. It's Scott Snyder's an incredible writer, sorry. And I don't know who the artist on this is, Tony Estaniel? Yeah. So, nice artwork, if you look. Kind of reminds me somewhat of Jim Lee. Okay. And another Nocterra, but this must be a variant cover, and I recognize the signature. Chuck. Obviously, I got this one for the art because I like to collect stuff by certain artists, and I'll try to get it signed by them. And if I don't, I like supporting what they do. You know, I like companies to know that, hey, this guy draws some awesome stuff. Keep hiring them. So I'll buy the extra stuff. Real quick, before I forget, yeah, I'm going to throw this somewhere in the middle of the video, so it's going to look weird that I add this in. So this is, hey, made from the future, interrupting me when I was making the video in the past, which it's all in the past now. But the reason I found out why I ordered 2 of those Nocturnal covers is one of them is glow in the dark. I don't know which one. And it's daytime, so I have no way to show you which one it is, or show you what it looks like, but I thought it was one of the coolest things because you don't see glow in dark covers anymore, so that's why I added it. So sorry for interrupting myself. Anyway, thank you, bye. Next up is, by Gilliam March. I recognize that name, but I don't know what else they've done. This is Karmen, #1. And this is a weird looking cover. Let's actually see what it is. Oh, I like the little back end. That'd make a good thumbnail. Actually, let's zoom in on that. That's gonna be our thumbnail. Maybe this will be my thumbnail. Thumbnail. Okay, I don't know. Okay. What is this Karmen #1 about? Okay, I'm gonna read part of the first page. Sometimes a dream remains clear and leaves us with a sensation of reality for a few brief seconds after we wake long enough for the disoriented mind to adapt to its new state of awareness. Then, quickly, the memory of it becomes increasingly indistinct and fragmented until we have completely forgotten it. And there's still more on it, but you know, as you can see, it already looks kind of trippy. The visuals kind of remind me of, I don't know, I was going to say it reminds me of Miracle, Mr. Miracle, but artwork looks dramatically different after that little weird part. The lines are really clean and good. Like, is this the same writer that's the artist? Let's see, cover by Milo Manara. Oh, cover B. Okay, I wonder if I got cover B or A because I know who Milo Manara is. He's a little controversial. Oh yeah, Gilliam March, same writer, also did the story. You don't see that very often in comics, that you see someone who's the writer also be the artist. I mean, there are writers who are also artists and artists who are writers, but rarely do they do all of it on one comic. Got this one directly for the cover and not for the story. This is Justice League number 59. I do not read the Justice League comics. I don't know if I've ever collected in Justice League comics, maybe during crossover events with Green Lantern as a kid. I like the Justice League animated movies, the TV series. And I got this because of what came out this month was Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League. So they did a variant cover. As you can see, that's not how Martian Manhunter looks in the comics. Well, very similar. The costume, but like the face is a little different. And he did appear in Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. He was added and he was at the end and in another scene. And there's Jason Momoa's Aquaman, very different from the regular Arthur Curry we're used to. And there's, I'm assuming, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, but I want to say this doesn't look like Gal Gadot too much. It looks a lot closer to how Wonder Woman usually looks in the comics, especially when it looks like they may have given her blue eyes in here when Gal Gadot in the movies has brown eyes. But Wonder Woman in the comics does have blue eyes. But, you know, it's a Jim Lee cover. Jim Lee's awesome. Does great stuff. Up next. I hate how this story is. It sounds like they put it this way, so I keep having to flip back and forth. Okay. Jonna and the Unpossible Monsters. I don't remember why I added this one. By Samney. Okay, that must be Chris Samney, Al Samney, Wilson Crank. There's things I added and I don't remember why. Like this one, I really do not remember why I added this. I'm not even going to look to see why. Gotta be something to the story, and it's probably issue 1. Yeah, it is issue 1, which is why I probably got it. I tend to pick up first issues on the off chance they're worth something later on, which is weird because I never sell my comics. Up next, Harley Quinn #1, and I believe I got this because of the cover. This is Prince Momoku, not Peach Momoku. Sorry, I had to look up the name, but no, it turns out this wasn't them, but this was another person, and it was a Harley Quinn series starting over. I do, if you've seen some of my other videos, I do have Harley Quinn comics, and I do collect a lot of hers, and have sketches, signatures. Her signatures for series are usually the easiest to get because usually at WonderCon the whole team's there and it's easy. Okay, this is also one of the times that it's not being done by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. They're the ones who typically does Harley Quinn. They didn't do the last series, but they've done, and when it started over. So this is by Phillips and Rosmo, but I want you to really look at this cover, like let's look at the detail. Like, it's really beautiful, like the line work, the attention to detail right there. So this is why I got it, and I also do like Harley Quinn and what they've done with her. I like that they've separated from her. Now this I also got because it's Harley Quinn, but this is a blank sketch cover, but it's a little different from the other ones I've shown. As you see here, I have a few of them, and they have white backgrounds. Occasionally, like I've shown you my Spider-Man King in Black, or Venom, or Ghost Rider, where it's a black background. This one is pink. And I thought this would be interesting, so it'd be cool. Some artists, they like a little challenge like this because then, you know, they can just add a certain color, or, you know, it's just something different. So I already have Harley Quinn, some blank sketches. I'm planning to add her on there with some other characters, maybe one with her and Poison Ivy. Who knows? But this one, this is all pink, and I thought this was pretty cool. So, and real quick, I'm gonna show you something in case some of you are new to the channel or you haven't watched my older videos. When they give these sketch covers, typically, and I've found this every time, I've yet to find a time where it hasn't, they put the sketch and then the regular cover is right there. So, you know, you can get a sketch at a convention, or if there's someone you know who's artistic, or if you draw yourself, you can, so it's like giving yourself a custom cover. As you can see there, like, oh, see, there's my custom, you know, Starscream. Right there, Archie, and so on. But say, like, Jim Lee, who I mentioned on that Justice League one, say I managed to get him to do art for me, which it's not going to happen. He's incredibly hard to get, and he's incredibly expensive. But if I somehow got him to, it'd be cool to get him to, like, do Harley Quinn, you know, on this cover. Okay, up next, another Harley Quinn. God, I got a lot of variant covers for her. I don't even know who did this one. But this is a really weird looking one, and it has Joker and a bunch of other things, and it looks like there's Punchline, which is the Joker's new girlfriend or whatever, who's not like Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was more abused by the Joker and suffered Stockholm Syndrome, kind of, you know, thought like, I could change him, I could make him better, he's not as evil as everyone thinks, he's nice to me, even though he tried to kill me. Where Punchline's like, Punchline's basically just as evil as the Joker. No regrets. You know? Like, she demands evil, she wants people to try to get revenge, like, she's a horrible person. Whereas Harley Quinn had redeeming, you know, characteristics and things about her. You know, she had a character of more depth. You know. Okay, this Department of Truth, #7. You know, I gotta cancel this series because I keep wanting it, but I have yet to read it. But you know, the artwork's kind of cool, and I forgot who the writer was on this. It was someone well known, like a Scott Snyder or James Tynion. I'm opening a lot of these comics today. Cover art by Tyler Boss. Yeah, I'm not looking about the cover art. This is James Tynion IV. Yeah, he took over for Scott Snyder on Batman with, I think, issue, I want to say in the 20s or it's in the 50s. No, it's before 50s. Because 50 had to do with 0 year, or year 0. But yeah. The guy who writes this, you know, he used to work for the CIA, and, you know, he did a lot of Batman stuff also. So it was cool that to get someone who knows detective work actually writing Batman as a detective. So this has to do with, you know, government stuff and everything, and he worked for government stuff. It'd be interesting. Okay, got a few more comics to go through. I should get through them quickly because my battery's dying. Up next, and this, as I said, Peach Moku earlier, this is Demon Days X-Men by Peach Momoku. It's a series that Peach Momoku is illustrating and writing. And, you know, as I told you, that's a rare thing. And it's a mini-series, 6 issues long. I don't know what it's about, but I'm assuming it focuses on Psylocke, you know, everyone's favorite green-haired ninja. So I'm going to have to check it out, as I've been reading the X-Men lately. I just finished that huge book I was talking about. 3 more left. Alright. Now, real quick. Now, some of you know, Keanu Reeves, you know, he gets involved in a lot of things, you know. He gets involved in a lot of things, so, you know, he was involved in, I honestly cannot remember the name of that game. Hold on. Cyberpunk. Okay, that was annoying. I had to look it up. Even before I even looked it up and loaded, I remember the name. Anyways, Keanu Reeves, he was involved in Cyberpunk. He's been involved in other games, movies, different projects. He has a band. And one other thing recently he started up was working on a comic that I believe he's writing or he's inspired by. It's with Boom Studios, who have the offshoot of Kaboom Studios, the one I told you earlier. And this series is called Brzrkr, but it's spelled B-R-Z-R-K-R. That's weird. And it's also written by Matt Kent, and he's someone I love a lot. And I got 3 different covers. A blank one, which I thought would be interesting. You know, get someone else to it. By the way, this comic I'm about to show you the cover for, it already is getting optioned for a series on Netflix, an animated series, so who knows. So here are the 2 covers, both Brzrkr number 1. I like this one because it looks weird as hell. I don't know what this series is about, but I want to find out. Actually, I just realized this one is not Brzrkr, this is something else. This is Brzrkr, okay. This is Brzrkr. I know why I got confused. I thought the other one was Brzrkr. It's because I saw a name at the top. Okay, but yeah, this is Brzrkr. This is, you know, Keanu Reeves, you know, the guy, Speed, Matrix, the guy who's in everything, super nice guy, you know, down to earth, but yeah. Now, the last comic I have is Eniac, E-N-I-A-C, number 1. It's a bad idea to me, but it's by Matt Kent, so that's why I confused it with Brzrkr, because they both have his name. Matt Kent. Now this, I don't know what this is, but it looks really freaking weird and creepy, as I was saying earlier, but I'm gonna have to check this out, because as I said, it looks really weird and creepy, and I like really weird and creepy. So I'm gonna check this out. I just realized I had one more comic I set aside because it was extra large, and I didn't want to get crushed. Alright, last one. The Last Ronin. Director's Cut, issue 1. $12. Wow, there's a lot on this. Yeah, a director's cut of a comic, usually it has extra things in there, stuff that was taken out. It could be, you know, blue lines, you know, sketches, you know, ideas they were having, so you can kind of see the thought process. So, this is the director's cut. I already have Last Ronin number 1, but this is if you want to read a little extra, find out, you know, what they were thinking and if they were going to go in a different direction, but stuff they took out, you know. Same thing as the movie, director's cut. So anyways, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell notification, because a lot of you ask me, hey, when are you going to upload video? And I've uploaded video, it's just you're not getting notified. You're probably going off YouTube off your homepage, which just recommends stuff. You're not going off your subscription page, which shows you whenever new things come up. Your homepage just, it could recommend things from years ago. It could be random stuff. You know, I get recommended stuff on my YouTube all the time, and it's could be things 4 or 5 years ago. It's just you watch one video, it'll choose something, it'll put on the home page. Yeah. So anyways, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Click the bell notification so you get some more. I'm gonna try to do more videos. I've been busy actually reading comics. Like, I actually read this freaking huge thing recently. This is the thing I ordered on Amazon that I was gonna do unboxing for, but I didn't think it'd be cool to do unboxing for one item. Look how thick this is. This is normally $60, but only paid $30. And this was an incredibly good story and actually kind of made me a fan of the X-Men. So if you get a chance, you can also get this in paperback for $30, or go on Amazon and get it for $30, the hardcover. So yeah, House of X / Powers of X. It's 2 miniseries in one. So anyways, I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. I'm at 120 something subscribers now, slowly growing. Been doing this for a few years, and I appreciate all of you that have been following along. So again, thank you. I try to stay humble. If you have any questions, please drop them below. I'm glad to help any of you that need to know things about comics, that are confused about pre-ordering. I'm gonna do... That was weird. My camera was at the end of its battery and I just had to plug it in, and now it's running off the cord. It's technically dead. Anyways, if you ever need help, like figure out how to pre-order comics, you know, how to grade a comic, how to bag and board them, just let me know. Leave a comment below, because I do have plans to make more videos, especially instructional videos, because apparently those have been really well, and people are leaving comments and they email me asking me about pre-ordering. Like, they've seen my video and they want a little more clarification, so eventually I'll do another one. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this, and keep supporting me. Thank you. Bye.